What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Victor Kwan, back at it again with another movie review. Why do my lights don't seem to
How come you're stealing my bit?
Because it's funny. We have to bring comedy, you know? The way that Ant-Man was trying to bring comedy into this movie, but failed kind of horribly.
Ooh, you didn't like this movie.
I mean...
Man, why is it sticking?
You gotta, twist it around, literally, twist it around.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Twist it around and it'll get tighter. Hey.
I'll figure it out. Just, bear with me here, folks.
Fall. You gotta clamp it.
I did clamp it.
You gotta press it in, you gotta clamp it. Wow.
I did clamp it. Okay, well, anyway, while I'm figuring this out, go ahead and give us your thoughts, Alexa.
Well, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I watch these movies and, I just want to find something to criticize, just for the sake of, having something to criticize.
Yeah, I know.
So my biggest, I think nowadays I am a lot more aware of movies that are set in San Francisco because we from the, we know, we go to San Francisco a lot, and I was like, there's no way they're able to get through all of the city that easily because there's traffic and there's cars everywhere. Which is, that's a very minor detail, but that's all I was getting focused on, and I'm like, oh come on, you're really driving through downtown and the financial district and the freaking Fisherman's Wharf and stuff. I was like, oh,
all the streets are freaking empty.
And they're like, oh, we gotta put in Lombard Street because it's apparently so empty. Oh my gosh, I was like, come on.
Well, San Francisco doesn't have that many notable landmarks.
It's true. What is that?
What's
that?
Probably security, or they're probably unloading,
yeah,
probably receiving a shipment.
And I
hey, but San Francisco is so rarely in films these days.
No, it's really in a lot of films. The Tom Hardy.
Venom.
That's in San Francisco.
Oh, that is true. But okay.
San Francisco is a very pretty popular location.
Yeah, but I feel like for if out of all the Marvel heroes, Ant-Man belongs in at least the Bay Area because of the tech.
He can't get our
yeah, it's not working. So it's just because it's the tech capital of the world. Technically,
I guess we can lend it to that. But, and then I was just I wasn't feeling the vibe of it because it's a lot the other Marvel movies. It's they're going for serious or they're going for funny, and this movie was just trying to it wasn't sure what it wanted to be, and it was kind of more on the serious, not so funny side, which made it boring. And then whenever they were trying to make it funny, they try to bring in some humor with that guy, the Latino guy. It's funny, but it's not it's not as funny to me. It was just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the kind of vibe they were trying to give.
Well, I will say that I did think that it felt a lot less polished than most Marvel films. But you also have to, we've talked about before how Marvel films all have a specific formula, right?
Yeah.
You have the hero that does a lot of quips. You have the villain.
Yeah.
You have you think it's over, but it's not over yet.
Yeah.
But this was a very convoluted plot for a Marvel film, and it's not a single hero. This is Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I think that's what made it a little difficult was because this had to be a continuation of the Ant-Man story from his involvement in Civil War.
I don't even remember what the last movie was like, and I don't remember.
I liked the first one. I mean, Ant-Man is very bottom tier Marvel heroes in the MCU right now.
It's just kind of it's they should.
They treat him that way too. Just kind of the way the the villain wasn't very well defined.
Oh my gosh, she was so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you have a British accent? Where did the
Like,
British accent come from?
Yeah.
Like, she was just calm down.
Well, I
like,
think the
oh
lab
my
was in
gosh.
Europe or something like that.
So annoying.
Well,
they're
okay.
like, we can help you. She's like, no, I need to be helped now. I'm like, you have time.
Yeah.
Just
and when you get to the end, sorry, quick spoiler if you care, but when you get to the end, like all the trouble that she put them through wasn't even really worth it, because Michelle Pfeiffer could heal her, like, you know, with her quantum abilities. Anyway, so sorry, that was a pretty big spoiler. I'm sorry, guys, but anyway, because he's a low tier hero. I mean, honestly, I still like the concept of Ant-Man. I like the fact. I like the fact that it's a different style of hero. He's a different,
but it's like
different type of.
He was just like a very
even.
like family, much like a family.
It was a family. Yeah.
It was like a family friendly like Deadpool.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's like
he was trying to be like sarcastic and funny and like, but it's like like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, there were a lot of there was a lot of jokes that kind of fell flat. And maybe it's also because like
so sketchy. What are you doing?
Why are you parking so far?
Because there's light. I'm scared. Okay, sorry, that guy is scaring me.
If you park far like that just there are parts that. Can't you just park over there by the main street? Please.
Moving.
This is Vallejo, after all.
Yep, we're gonna die. This is how we all die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Ant-Man.
good things that you liked about it, though.
The little girl's cute.
She was a good actress, yeah.
She's so cute. Bless her.
And she also like adds a dynamic to the hero that like makes him a little more unique. He, you know, I mean, he's a small time hero, you know. No pun intended. But he's a smaller hero compared to like Captain America, and when we talk about like that was one thing I was really curious about, was like how does this relate to the Infinity War film?
That's the best part. That's the only part I cared about at the end. There's a scene at the end.
Spoilers.
Stay there for it. That's the best part.
Okay.
That's all I care about. But now I have to watch more of these movies.
All right, but hold on. So the man, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, well, a lot of people were wondering, like, why wasn't Ant-Man in the Infinity War film? And you would think, like, he knows all the Avengers already. He knows Captain America and all them. Nope. And Falcon. Now it's gonna be upside down. Oh. I tried that.
Well,
he knows Captain America and all of them, and so like, why wouldn't they? Oh wait, maybe motorcycle. And I was like, why wouldn't they have the sense to let him know, at least like say, hey, we need help? And they're on top of like a parking garage at the end, like just running experiments, like, hey, you know, like this is just we're going about our regular day, when we come to find out that like the world is about to end and they don't even know about it. Like these high level scientists.
That's true, because shit was already going down.
Yeah, for at least a week or two.
True.
You know, like.
But you know, I mean, the Bay Area is a bubble. We got our own shit to deal with, news-wise.
They were more concerned about
the housing, the high price of housing,
and children being separated from their parents. I'm kidding. That's a very real issue. I'm not trying to make light of that situation.
No, you have to listen and pay attention, and we can argue about this.
Don't talk to me like I'm a little boy.
Ah, we're so terrible.
Nobody's gonna get this far into the video anyway.
I know. What else are they dealing with in the Bay Area? They'd be dealing with people being racist. Or like the latest someone being racist. Anyway,
another thing that like, so the bad southern bad guy, who kind of was just like a throwaway villain in the long haul. He kept saying like, my employers want to buy this technology, right? And because it was so vague, usually Marvel, I was expecting like some Marvel reveal like towards the end where you find out who his real employers are, and they're like some big evil, known entity within the Marvel universe, but that never comes to fruition. So in the long run, like, he's just a really weak villain, and I think that was probably what was most people's biggest issue with Ant-Man 1, was that he was just, what was the name of the villain? I don't know. Bumblebee, or maybe that's Transformers. But yeah, that was that was a really weak villain too. But anyway, Homegirl, how would you rate Aquila and the Wasp?
6.
6. All right. I'll rate it a 7, because regardless of like a lot of the negatives towards it, it was it was kind of refreshing for a different formula in the Marvel universe. It's just, you don't see, I hope that like people don't come to expect these Marvel films to be like Infinity War status every time, like, because Infinity War was a good, like, it was a mind-blowing like ripple in the Marvel overall storyline, but it was lacking like character development, side characters that help like establish the single universe of that hero and stuff like that. Whereas this movie kind of gave more character development to Ant-Man. It kind of just expanded his tiny universe. Introduced like it's like a Ant-Man family now, because you have Dr. Pym, who has his own suit. You have Michelle Pfeiffer, who has her own powers. The Wasp.
Thanos did nothing wrong.
What?
Thanos did nothing wrong.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
This is how the universe is.
I'm sorry, I'm a little slow on the Reddit references. All right, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and use our offer code on Patreon and MeUndies and Casper mattresses and Squarespace and Fashion Nova and those like the tea thingy that like supposed to detox you.
Yeah.
And
what's the one? The shaving, the men's shaving one. The men's shaving razors. I forgot what that one's called.
Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Shave Club. Yeah, if you see this, see how close my facial hair is. It's because I used the I'm a Dollar Shave Club client. So.
I think you use Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree Club.
More like Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
okay. All right.
Congratulations.
All right, y'all. What are we watching next? Shoot, I don't even know. What other movies are coming out this year?
I don't know. All those Disney movies that Disney trying to like just like make darker. They're like, we're gonna take an old movie that we made.
Nope.
We're gonna put people in it.
I can't
make it darker.
I can't wait for the Small World live action movie.
Oh my god, I love that.
Can you imagine?
I would love that. It's an action movie.
Yeah.
It's an action movie. I'm down for that.
It's a small. It's a small.
In a world, a small world.
All right, y'all.
After all.